Let's talk. Did you watch any of the football games this weekend?
No, I'm sorry.
It was a pretty disappointing wild card weekend for the NFL.
Well, nothing exciting, or the games were like a blowout. I saw that the Buffalo beat Denver. Was that?
Yeah. I mean, every favorite won handily.
Denver fan, yeah.
The only good game, I guess, was Tampa Bay versus the Washington Redskins last night. But every other favorite just won handily. Next weekend should be pretty sweet, though.
What's your favorite game looking forward to next weekend?
I think we got Baltimore versus the Bills next. Can you see Seymour? Can you hit Seymour, Jeff? Let's see if they've got new schedules for us yet. Oh my God, dude. Saturday, Lions versus the Commanders. So that's going to be... The Lions are everybody's favorite team right now.
Yeah, nobody wants the Chiefs to win, obviously.
Yeah, I respect the Chiefs, but yeah, nobody... They've won so many times. People, you turn into a villain once you're too good.
Yeah.
But Ravens-Bills is hands down the best game there. That game is mind-blowingly awesome. Wow. Ravens-Bills. They the two best quarterbacks of this year, the two most complete teams, one could argue right now, are the Bills and the Ravens going at it Sunday night.
How are the Vikings-Rams game tonight?
That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah.
That's going to be definitely a fun one.
And then whoever wins that plays the Eagles?
Yes. Yeah, Vikings-Rams tonight's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm going to watch it. My ass might be, still working.
Yeah.
Because I got to bring home the bacon.
They moved that game. It was supposed to be here.
It's in Arizona now?
Yeah.
Damn, they moved that shit. So, yeah. And
what do you think? If the Lions, I mean, are you and Ian going to celebrate, pretty crazy?
Yeah, we're going to get a hotel room together. So listen, Leo, there's a phenomenon. I think every quarterback in the NFL can be broken down into two categories. BDN, big dick N-words, and little dick N-words. This is in salute of Javon Kinlaw and the late great King Croc, even though he's not dead, but he's disappeared from our channel.
Yeah.
He loved assigning labels LDN and BDN.
Yeah.
And something happens. And a quarterback can go from LDN to BDN. Jared Goff from the Rams, great example. Made it to a Super Bowl with the Rams. Then his coach started hating him and deciding he wasn't good enough. Benched him when he was healthy once, Jared Goff, during the playoffs. And then traded him away to Detroit, which was where careers went to die. Jared Goff became an LDN where he formerly had a big one. Then what happens? In 3 seasons, he makes Detroit, Jared and the coach, Dan Campbell, into a complete juggernaut. They're now one of the most exciting football teams. They're the #1 seed in the NFC, and them and the Eagles are definitely, one of them's going to make it to the Super Bowl. 2 best teams. Jared Goff made himself a BDN.
Again.
And what happened this Rams game tonight, the Vikings quarterback, Sam Darnold, went from LDN to BDN, back to LDN again, because he airmailed a bunch of dudes in the playoffs against the Lions last game of the regular season. Yeah. And you could just slowly see his eyes get bigger and more confused. Little dick N-word eyes.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that,
he had a little dick N-word eyes, Leo?
I get it, dude. It was getting back into the LDN. But, I have a question. Do you think there's, these guys maybe, say something like this, hey, babe, they're working out, maybe on a Sunday where they're supposed to be with their family, and they're like, hey, babe, they call me an LDN right now and shit, man. I got to get back.
Well, first of all,
she's going to be like, they're calling you, come on.
They don't work out and hang with their families on Sunday. It's kind of an important day for the NFL
Yeah, you're
players.
right. They're playing. I'm saying maybe in the offseason or something.
Yeah, maybe Sunday in the offseason.
If you go into the offseason as LDN status, that's terrible, because you're going to have to work hard through the offseason.
I mean, dude, imagine. So it just happened to a couple quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Jordan Love for the Packers and Justin Herbert for the Chargers.
Got hit with
just
LDNs.
had the worst games of their season.
They're LDNs.
They threw a ton of picks, just looked terrible.
Right.
And they have to live the entire offseason with being LDNs.
That's a problem.
That's a burden.
And how do you get stamped LDN? Is it a large black man that comes into the locker room after maybe a bad half or a bad game, and then he just says, man, you a little dick.
Yeah.
And then boom. Now you're an LDN.
I think a black defensive lineman needs to come in. He can't be ripped. He can't be a corner. He can't be a linebacker. He's got to be a little fat, and he's just got to be giant and have a huge dick.
He has to have a huge dick. The guy that doles out the LDNs, he has a huge penis?
He's got a huge dick, and he's got to come up naked, and he's got to have kind of a fat face and a really James Earl Jones baritone voice. He's just got to be like, Jeff, get ready on the bleep here. He's going to be like, man, you play like a real little dick. today.
Oh,
He's like, next season, you
man,
better
dude.
not fumble, little
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, and then that's it. You go into the off season with the LDN badge.
And you just remember that guy's dick in your face while you're kind of like sulking on the bench. And that's what hopefully propels you into being a BDN.
Oh, my God. I don't know that if baseball had that aspect to it, that I would have played for that long. You know what I mean? Like I played all the way through college, you know what I mean? 1 year semi-pro.
Yeah.
If I had a Dominican coming up to me and be like, man, hey man, you a little D, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know that I would be okay with it long term. You know what I mean? If
I think
a Dominican
it would have,
guy.
on the contrary, I think it would have helped your career.
You think I would have made it to the bigs?
I think so.
Oh, dude. You know, is that all that was missing? Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Is a large man coming up and doling LDNs before the offseason?
Yeah, like the center
So,
fielder has
would
to
you-
waddle up to you and tell you that.
How dire is an offseason when you're labeled an LDN? What do you think it's like?
I think it is probably. I mean, I'm trying to think of an analog in our lives. We make so many videos, but like when a video comes out, some videos just bomb. And maybe everybody hates it. Maybe it gets no views. And that week, you can't help but kind of feeling like a little bit of a piece of crap.
Yeah.
And like I try to not let that effect because you know that it's just, you're always one piece of content away from getting another banger. But I imagine it's like putting out the worst video of the year that gets half as many views as usual. And that's the last video you upload for like 8 months.
Yeah.
And just everybody's like, you suck, you fell off, you blow. Like what is this crap? And then it's probably terrible, dude.
Yeah.
It's like getting knocked out in MMA and then having to live with that until your next fight. But in football, it's longer until you start playing again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I worry about their marriages. Yeah, I worry about their marriages, though, because if you are labeled an LDN and, you know, you want to be vulnerable to your wife, you're drinking a few glasses of wine, you tell her, like, honey, yeah, you know, Jaquavius, he told me I'm a little dick, you know, and then she starts looking at you differently.
Yeah.
She starts thinking about Jaquavius's.
Well, Jeff, what time are we at?
5. We got 5, right?
Yeah.
5. Leo, I think, well, the good news is that Justin Herbert and Jordan Love both signed max contracts. So I said last week that credit score is the white man's penis size. I think having $250 million guaranteed, that's, I think women would happily marry a guy with a 1-inch penis if he had $250 guaranteed $1 million coming in. It's hard to find a better man than that.
You're absolutely right. That is the top 1% of the world. More than that.
Oh, wait. I mean,
0.00001%.
I think the 1% is $10 million.
Really?
So multiply that by 25.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's hard for anybody to say. Justin Herbert might be. Can you pull up Justin Herbert, Jeff? He might be like, if he's not taken, he's like the most quiet, non-headline making QB in the league. He might be like the most eligible bachelor in the world if he's single. Justin Herbert, he is 26 years old. He had like a 4.2 in biochem at University of Oregon.
6'6".
Yeah. And just super, like, no red flags, no family history, no domestic assaults, no drunk driving, no social media. Like, he might be one of the most eligible bachelors in the world, even if a black guy comes up and calls him an LDN.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think I found the most beautiful girl in the world, and she's a soccer player.
Pull her up.
Oh, God. This woman, it's not okay how hot she is, man.
Is she the Justin Herbert of the female world?
Yeah, I would say she's the Justin Herbert, and she is not an only. She just plays college soccer.
Oh,
and
man.
This girl,
this is gonna be
it's
rough.
not good, dude.
This is gonna distract me.
It's not good how hot this woman is.
Okay.
Danny, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm ready to see it.
This is I'm gonna let me find her real quick.
It's great because she's a college soccer player. She's basically broke. I mean, maybe she's got endorsements depending on her following.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that to a man, like the $250 million, I mean, it could be, she could be 25 G's in debt from school, and we're still just like, that's the fucking most eligible girl in the world. I love her.
Oh, yeah. Here, type in Kiana Dufour.
Oh, man, it's a hot name.
Kiana, and then Dufour. This
She better play for a college, not a high school. You better not have done. Oh, no.
Oh, no. That's
no.
right. Oh, no.
She said she's had work done. I don't want to.
I don't. She's 18, I think, or coming into She's going into college. She might be like 20. I don't know.
When she's going into college? That means she's like 17.
No, she's not 17. She is in college. Look.
Well,
see?
What school does she play at?
Mississippi, bro. Why? We're going? Southern Mississippi.
Oh, well, I mean, like, okay, I will say this. Usually if she plays for a good school, she's got it all over her bio.
Right.
I mean, I agree. She's a little bit, I mean, she's objectively hot.
Yeah.
But she's a little bit too much of like
over there. What's up?
Well, first of all, I want to know this girl's 18. Is she 18?
I believe she is 18. Let me double check.
Dude, she looks like she's had work done.
She might have not. But what is that, dude? You know?
Southern Mississippi. So she's in college.
No, she's in college for sure.
I don't think Southern Mississippi is a good school, first of all.
No, definitely not, dude. She's 19. She's 19.
Okay. I mean, dude, she's out of control, but she's like a little bit too much of a fucking bottle service girl. Not even a bottle service girl.
But what if she's all natural? Wouldn't that fuck you up?
No, she looks like a pigskin slut. And she probably...
do you think she only follows she only follows like not very many people, and it's just soccer players, and they're not famous ones. Just like guys she probably met like at some event. Dude.
Leo, I mean, her ass is fucking out of control.
It's out of control. Her tits are gigantic. Look at those things.
I mean, she's super hot. If you haven't gotten any work done, honey, if that's her before, she looks like she has gotten some work done.
Did somebody find that?
Yeah.
So if she got a lot of work done, that's bullshit, dude.
I mean, she's still smoking hot, and I would still throw my right testicle off a bridge.
She's Brazilian, I guess. So they just landed. The social media is blowing up, dude. I love that Southern Mississippi social media is blowing up.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God. Hey guys, I guess we'll discuss more of her in the Patreon.
Yeah,
so
dude.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
Mean, that is a fucking body.
We're gonna let's do a deep dive and figure out if she's natural. I need to. Okay, she fucked my entire morning up. What is that?
How many messages did you send her, Leo?
Nothing so far. I just added her.
I don't believe that.
I added her for the podcast.
I don't believe you haven't messaged her.
I should. What am I going to message her? I love you. I would start a war for you. What do you want me to just message? If you're all natural, I would start a war for you. Is that good?
All natural in an ass like that? This investigation ends now.
That's right. Subscribe to Patreon, boys. Oh my God.